strong, so they need to take it here, and we're gonna get rolling.
Yeah, so the most interesting point going into this map is obviously the generator room, both on offense and defense, which objectively just makes the map a lot easier. It cuts off options from your opponent, and it makes their 2-push much longer. If the offensive team gets gen room, they're always threatening to push 2 at any moment with any execute. But if they don't have gen room, it takes far longer, and it makes rotation from, like, if you're running double office or spawn in office, much easier to get there in time. So I want to see whether MyPyramids actually can test the gen room from Crackheads.
Well, they do have 2 appointments coming out there, so they're definitely going to try it. They are rushing in. Aslan is immediately going to get the kill onto Zeter. He's very low HP. Already has his pistol out. He's still trying to contest them, but just with the kill on Zeter, they're going to leave that. Crackheads does win the control. Cyphers gets to return A onto Aslan, but in the end, it's taking quite a bit of damage for Crackheads to get the generator.
True, but if you look at the map, look at the red team. They're all the way pushed back in the very far corner of the map. That is great for the offense.
In the meantime, let's also take an eye on the predictions that were posted in the chat. So 73% expects Crackheads to win this first map. 65% expects Crackheads to win map number 2 dual side. 51% expects them to win airplane. 63% expects him to win Aslan, and 66% expects him to win India. So basically they expect Crackheads to do 5-0, which obviously can't happen, but looks like the chat is heavily in favor of Crackheads here, Kuryoko.
Ooh. Yeah, wow, we got the offensive on defense. This is a very common thing to try to call out a rotation. So they take a risk on defense for information. That's essentially what just happened. And he got a bunch of information. He was able to push in, get the kill, can see that he has no backup. So obviously it's a one call. Kimpo gets a kill from this office control they got from the beginning, which may be an oversight from the defense to play that defensively. It seems like they were scared of the 2 rush. But after such a long down period, I'm not sure why he would never rotate back into office.
Oh, this does make it more difficult for him, though. They do have the office control, but they're getting ready for a 2-push. They don't really have much time to rotate over again. Wow, and by now, they should know that there are 2 players on 2 sides. So it's going to be a hard retake, but RTK is low. They know Mango's at 1. They already got Skas, and they're just going to go for it. RTK's playing on the back stairs. Cyphers is going to be the one pushing him, and Cyphers will also shut him down. So that finds Mangles in a 1v3 versus the Crackheads.
Yeah, so given the position they got from how that round started, it's almost, I would say it's a blunder not to win that round. Like, if they have all that control, they have office, they have the entire map. Now, I'm surprised they didn't use their sniper as much, but I guess they didn't need to. Kimpa being an office just gave them, a fantastic pivot point off of any rotation.
Thanos is now trying to come in. And with nades coming out as well. That was a good flash onto them though. And Kimpa was ready to push it. Mango's missing that first shot. It's a kill into Kimpa, but it doesn't really matter anymore. There's no time, and he gets shot down from behind. But indeed, as you mentioned, it's quite a blunder for MyPyramids not to take this round. They got the first kill to the generator. Even though when Aslan fell, it was in a 4v4, they still had most of the map control and they had the more HP. But as soon as Kimpa got that office control and managed to get a player down there, the round was all Crackheads.
Yeah, so on defense here for the gen room, they took a different approach. Ooh, there's a lot of fighting going on actually. But on defense, they took a different approach for sure. Instead of running in with naked, like last push it was naked from offense and defense. This time defense decided to use UAV and a grenade. Gave up the control, but they tried to get it back with information, but it did not work out for them.
At this point, Crackheads has been able to get yet another frag. The office door is open, so Cyphers is ready to push in, and Mishek is playing an off angle to try and catch Cyphers off guard, but that doesn't work out. Cyphers gets the kill. Mangles is meanwhile pushed up very far, and again, RTK is going to fall. And this time, Crackheads is going to go to one side. They're not going to go to 2 anymore. They know Mangles usually plays there. Alam is going to lurk around, and this could be difficult. They know where Alam is now. They're actually going to go in 2 sides. They're scared of Mangles. Look, they're not going to 1 side. They know Mangles is there, and they're giving them so much respect. Alam is now going to come in. Does make that headshot happen still. And Mangles actually gets a kill on Cyphers.
Yeah,
Smoke now coming out. They need to get the kill onto Alam on the back stairs. But the smoke also coming out there. Grenades, Alam pre-fire. Taz going to run through, expects Alum to push through already. Now Zebra is alone, gets a kill onto Alum, but doesn't expect Mangles to be in front of him. This was a round where Crackheads was supposed to take it, and MyPyramids just turns it around.
Yeah, it's great from Mangos, for sure, but Mangos, it feels to me like he won 2 fights that really shouldn't have. He was disadvantaged in both fights, but he made it work, so that's just a great play from Mangos for sure.
Go, go, go!
Seeing whether defense makes another adjustment when it comes to Jin. Looks like this time they're just giving it up completely.
Yeah, they're not going to risk it too much anymore. They've realized that it's very hard to take on Crackheads here, but this is also the approach that its Mam took here. They gave the pyramid, they gave it up, just like MyPyramids is doing now. They give up the generator, and then they're going to say, okay, Crackheads, now you have to go and make your picks, go and contest us. But what MyPyramids does wrong, yet in this round again, look where Kimpa is. He again has the office control. They're giving up way too much map control, and at this point it's going to be much easier for Crackheads to get kills with that, and thus secure the round.
Definitely. I also want to mention that Mangos hasn't changed his position. This is the 3rd time that we're seeing a defensive 2 push, and he hasn't gone for a pick on 2 at all. And I also wanted to mention that they used a tactic in the beginning of this round where Kimpa opened the office door while Taz held the angle for the little sliver through both doors, which is a common tactic, and it worked out for them there. Taz was able to get a pick through it.
Well, they're gonna go to the backstairs now where Alum is waiting. Alum peeks out at the right moment, finds 2 kills and the bomb carrier with Skavson shutting down Taz. Zeter and Kimpa now fight through it. Kimpa does get the kill onto Mangles, but Alum already trades out. 4 kills for Alum in this round, and that's going to secure it for him. Look at that, Alum's already 9.5 and 2. The Silent Warrior with 8.4 damage in 3 rounds. That's insane.
So because of what I was just speaking about, where the defense didn't change losing positions, it'd be very common to play away from the enemy player that's hot. So to play away from Alum and then go towards 1 would be something I would expect after getting the gen room. That your offense still wants to always get gen room before making any other option, unless they're doing a 5-man 1 push, of course.
Yeah, I think Crackheads is going to go for that, possibly next round. I think they've realized now that the defense is a bit tougher. They're now going to go a bit slower over to the 1 side with Kimpa lurking around there with the bomb. They have gotten a lot of office control, so I think they now realize, okay, we have to do something with office control, and we have to do a fast push onto 1. Mangles missed that shot there, so Taz is just going to walk into the side. Throws a smoke down there for his teammates. He's going to watch the office instead. Mangles is under pressure, can't get the kill onto Zeter as he misses 2, but Skavson is close.
Yeah, here comes the Cyphers flank.
Cyphers in with the flank indeed. That was a very good call. He just gets 2 players, Pistol is out, and he gets Mashik as well.
That's classic higher level AVA. You have to be ready for that flank. They're going to do that all day.
I totally didn't see that one coming, and because they win the round in such fashion, they're not going for the hefty 1 push anymore, like they had to do against its Mam. They were struggling against them. They went for the quick 1 push and got around with that. But here it seems like they don't really need it. Again, they have the minimum amount of rounds, but I think they want to go for at least 3, and of course, hopefully 4.
You see the defense is running double on offense here, maybe understanding that their rounds are a lot harder when they don't have it. That's the first time Mangos has also rotated as well.
Ooh, he only gets 1 kill though, but with RTK giving him backup, I think he was able to shut down the remaining players. Mishik now getting the kill onto Blasfa 2, and we have Taz in a 1v3 situation, but look at where Taz is. He's in quite the interesting position. Oh, he misses the kill on Mishik. That could be it. Get shot from the side.
Fantastic round from defense. They made adjustments finally, and they hard countered what Crackheads was going for.
Well, it's basically Alum carrying them though. I mean, most of the team is struggling around 3.5 to 5 kills, and Alum is going 12 for 4 at the moment. He's got more damage than his entire team, Gryoku.
That is definitely true.
Meanwhile, Mangles finds the kill onto Cyphers. Zeter is just rushing through as he gets the kill onto Mangles. Skavson is playing it close. Actually manages to shut down 2 players. Zeter yet another kill, but can't get it. And 3 kills for Skavson. He's got his pistol out. He knows where Taz at. He's gonna go for the nade. He's gonna go for the nade. Taz avoids it. Now Mishek versus Taz, a 1v1 situation.
Oh, he's going for the peak too. You see him, he actually wide peeking against Taz. That's very risky.
He already knows that Taz is going to the 2 side. But what is interesting here is that they don't know that they have bomb control. Scavson should have seen the bomb getting dropped. And Mishek plays a good position though. But I think he expects Taz to have the bomb. Taz does not have the bomb. So he's going to walk to the left and then walk up to the base. And Mishek is going to shut him down the back. Because Mishek is going to peek. You know he's going to peek.
You got timing. That's great timing.
Be ready for your
those last 2 rounds,
mission.
Mangos finally did some rotations and had a lot of impact. In the first few rounds, he stayed on one. There were no one pushes. He didn't do very much. But in the last couple, he was able to get a few picks, and that makes it a lot easier. Alim doesn't have to solo carry.
Well, they are now going for the counter. Look at that. Zeter and Blasfa getting... Oh my god, Blasfa with another shutdown on Mishek. Cypher is going for the long-range contest, and Zeter's playing close with the MP7. 3 players have been shot down in front of the generator, and this is a big call from Crackheads that is telling them to not step... Wait, what? How did Rita get that kill?
Yeah, a little bit spaghetti from Cyphers, but he cleans it up.
Did he just pre-fire Zeter out, or how did he get that kill?
Cyphers wasn't peeking while his teammate got peed, so he wasn't able to clean it up.
Alright, well, it does put Mangos in a 1v3 situation now. He has to go towards the bomb, and Taz already peeking out, and he will get that kill indeed. So we have the lead already for Crackheads. They are on the favorite side, they are on the NRF. So it looks
Definitely
good
worth
for them
mentioning.
for now, but they're not having
They were able to get the gen room on offense, or on defense as well.
And the push into the generator, you know that Crackheads is not going to get that up. But Blasfa's running now. Blasfa needs to get back up. Gets the kill into Alim still. But he has to run away. Has to run away from Mishek. No, he picks up a gun with no ammo. He wanted to re-peek it, but there is no ammo left for him. And now it's still a 2v2. Oh man, that's so unfortunate.
Some bloody rounds.
He knew that Mishek was low HP, so he wanted to go for the contest. But unfortunately, the gun that Alim dropped had no bullets. That sucks.
Round's gonna slow down now as the C4 was left in the spawn.
Ooh, that's a big kill.
Yeah, this is usually where you might just rush the one site. See what he's gonna do here. Oh, he's so low on HP.
Do this smart clever. He is going to slow down, walk up into mid. Is he? He's gonna... No, he's not gonna go to freezer. He's just going to walk up to the mid. He's going to meet up with Kimpa here, and if he can get the kill down onto Kimpa, this might still be a round for them to take. But Mishek, not going for the contest. He's now going to check the office, but he's going to plant the bomb. He's not going to check too much. It would be... It could possibly be good to check the base, but Kimpa's going to be ready for that. But I think Kimpa's going to spot him now. Yeah,
oh,
Kimpa didn't see him. Yeah, Kimpa's going to nade him. The nade is good. Spots 2 players. Going with the second nade. Now he's going to get the palm down. It's a fake plant. Taking a little bit of damage though. Taz already approaching close. Mishek is ready. No, Mishek is not fully ready for it. Kimpa needs to give the backup now. How is Mishek still alive?
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering as well.
Mishek, he's going to rotate over. He's going to go to 2. He's going to try and get the kill into Kimpa, but Taz is just a little bit quicker. Still wait, it's 4-4. I thought it was 4-3. It was 5-3 for Crackheads. Huh?
These defensive wins. Yeah.
Go, man!
In the last round, in the 2 versus 1 situation, you might wonder why Crackheads wouldn't play together. However, wow, a grenade headshot.
Well, this time they do win the fight there quite well. We saw RTK with a good flick onto one of the Crackheads players, and that puts them in a 4v2 situation. They are still going for 1 though, and Kimpa's ready for it. Why have they decided to do that? But they are not going to allow Kimpa to peek there. So they know where Kimpa is at. They're just going to push him. They know Taz over at 2. Taz should be rotating by now. Mishek is going to take his time. It's a good call from Mishek though to know that he was defending in that corner. Oh, Kimpa's playing close. He gets 1 kill there. Mangos wants to peek, but Kimpa already moved away. Now Taz is going to throw a grenade. It just misses Mishek. That nade was almost perfect. Look at that. Kimpa's playing close, but he's going to walk into Mangles. Mangles misses. Mangles misses again. Ooh, they could have already had the round on lockdown. They now know where Mishek is, but yeah, now Taz has to play 1v2 retake. This is too tough. There's no way that Mishek is going to reveal himself. Mangles plays far away. Mishek go into the backstairs now. This is round. There is no way that Taz is going to be able to do this.
Yeah, they're playing time. It's very smart.
Taz does get a kill here, but that does not matter. It's going to be a round. Going to MyPyramids. Does round up both kills, but that does not matter. 5-4 lead now for MyPyramids. Crackheads is still struggling. Look at Taz. He's 15-4.
It's hard to give out the analysis for these games when the beginning of every round is a bloodbath in Gin Room. Very action-packed Blacksmith game, unlike the last match.
We're gonna see it again. Nate's coming out from Blafa. The first kill goes to Alem. Ooh, Crackheads is struggling. Crackheads struggling. Alem gets 3 kills in the generator, and they're not pushing through. Taz is under pressure. Has to walk around, but all 4 players from MyPyramids are now on the side. I think this is going to be a 6-4.
Ooh, smokes are down.
Taz just get the finals onto RTK. Taz going to walk around the corner. Mangles is holding it close. Taz can't get the first kill. But he does call out one of the players. So Kimpa moves in, gets 1. Both players are on side. Taz knows that has his pistol out, but it doesn't matter. Mangles and Mishak hold it on lockdown, and they put MyPyramids up 6-4. And basically,
2 very fast
Crackheads'
rounds.
favorite map.
Go, go, go!
See if Crackers will ever let go of their grip on 2. It looks like they actually will. This is the first time we've seen Crackers not contest the Gin Room.
They realize it's too risky. They've lost quite a few fights here against MyPyramids, so they don't want to do it anymore. And then again, I must agree with them, because if they take a risk over there by pushing it, and they lose it, it's GG. They lose one of their easiest maps, and they're going into the second map with a 1-map deficit. That's not what you want and how you want to get started. So we see them playing a bit more conservative, and I think they will do so for the remaining rounds.
I really like to see that MyPyramids knows how to play once they get Gin Room for free like this. You see, they didn't force the issue, which I think a less experienced team would do. They understood that, okay, we have Gin Room, now we have control of the map, and we can start getting our picks.
Let's get over to the Kimpa cam, as there are 3 players inside of the warehouse. Kimpa will have to hold them off here. Otherwise, it's a free pass onto one side. That's pretty much GG for the first map. Here's the utility being picked. So they are getting ready. Smoke comes out. They expect it. RTK was actually pre-flying that spot. Now Kimpa gets shot down from the mid. Zeter a little bit late as Mishek gets his second kill. Cyphers has to rotate. Blasfa is coming in from the base. Blasfa gets the kill there. He gets the bomb down with Mishek. And that's huge. So now Taz is watching the upper spot. Alem just walks around there, so they know he's on side. But that nade is good. That nade is very good, but it doesn't kill Alem. Now smoke out. Mangles does not hit them. Alem, oh, gets annihilated by Blasfa with a great headshot. And now Mangles is alone. Cyphers is coming in from behind already. Mangles will not be expecting that, or really almost did. 6-5.
Operation success.
So really sucks for our tech there. Unfortunately, Manguts was just a split second behind him. Wasn't able to cover the spawn while he was throwing that grenade. It really hurt them
this was
for
not
their
good.
offensive
We
push.
saw Zeter making a missed jump there when he walked outside of the base, and because of that, they're not going to contest it anymore. So again, an easy take to generator from MyPyramids. They're definitely struggling here, Crackheads. They already had their tough share on this map against its man, but it seems more difficult now even. Artiki already find the kill onto one side. Crackheads is struggling. Artiki is going to get onto the side.
They have so much space on offense here. With our tech actually tanking a shot here, staying alive on 1.
Nate coming close, but not close enough. But yeah, he's got side control. You see Mishek and Skousen are not rotating. Now they are. Now they realize it's safe. Mangles has gone to the side.
One
Blasfa's
rotation,
actually
to the
just
smoke.
going to walk in. Oh, Blasfa still shuts him down. It's important. Mangles is playing close. This Mango's watching the right angle. Oh, he looks back just at the right moment. But we see MyPyramids going back for 2. Skazan is already pre-firing Cyphers' spot. And now Zeether has to hold him down. Zeether falls. Yeah, Zeether falls. This is it. Taz has to retake 1v4 against MyPyramids, and that's not going to be possible.
Not with Alam's playing the way he is.
Gets 1 kill though, but Alam's going to round off indeed. 22 and 10 for him on the first map. It is a 7-5 win for MyPyramids. Crackheads struggling, and this might be the first time I've seen them lose on Black Sand. I've casted this game for 4.5 years. I don't think I've ever seen them lose here.
Well, Taz he does end that game 19 and 6 as a sniper, and Black Sand's not exactly the most sniper-friendly map. So on these next maps where the sniper can have more influence, I expect Taz to be able to carry a little bit harder. Even though he had a lot of kills that round, you can get more opening kills on other maps that are have more line of sight for snipers. And especially when you contrast that with Mangos being the bottom frag for MyPyramid. I'd like to see what Taz is going to be able to do. Dual Sight being probably the best sniping, or I guess Airplane and Dual Sight are both really good sniping maps right now, so.
Well, we see the first map indeed going 7-5 in favor of MyPyramids. The next map though, Dual Sight, I expect Crackheads to be a little bit stronger here, so that might be tough. Aslan should also be a map where they take it, but at this point Crackheads has to watch out because Airplane, this is a map that I normally don't expect them to win. So with MyPyramids winning that first map, I think they also have the advantage now in winning the grand finals. At least that's how it looks like.
They certainly come into the second map with momentum. Might be a little bit of an ego boost to realize that you forced Crackheads to stop going for gen room and giving you map control. What's the point of contention on a Dual Sight when it comes to early game map control? What do you think?
I'm not sure. We'd have to see. I mean, what we saw Crackheads do in the semifinals is a lot of focus onto the mid in the armory and the bedroom. So I think if they can continue doing that, it might be easier for them. Yeah,
so that's what I would think too. Some defenses don't go for mid at all, so this is obviously a stylistic choice of whether you want to play offensively in the mid or not. I think the only other option is in showers of 2. Some defenses like to play aggressively on that side of the map as well, because it gives you another avenue towards mid. So it'll be interesting to see which options both defenses opt for. Especially where each sniper is going to play.
We have everyone loaded in the meantime. And we're gonna see 2 appointments and 1 sniper on the side of MyPyramids. 1 sniper and 1 appointment for Crackheads. So a quick push onto top 1 with Skavson and Alam. Kimpa is able to get the first kill, but immediately gets straight out by Alam. Look at Alam just rushing through there. No fear. Getting the jump kills onto Zeether. Just doing so much damage. Look at that. He just jumps and gets all the damage. Ooh, nasty from Blasphema though. It's not going to allow that. And now Mangos finds himself in a 1v3 all of a sudden. I thought this one was MyPyramids, honestly.
Troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main
That
base.
kill from Blasphema was massive. If Alam had gotten that kill, I think the game would have, at least this round, would have gone completely the other way. But that headshot from him secures it for Crackheads. By the way, Kuryoku, since the players will most likely forget, can you, at the end of the match, report a random player for the remaining maps, and just let me know afterwards which of the players you report, and I can forward it over to Rob so Reddick has the demo recordings, because I want to use that for social media purposes. Can you do that?
Okay, so I just have to report one of the players at the end?
Yeah, just at the end of the match, just when the game is almost done or when you think it's now going to end, just report a random player. Just make sure that that player is not in your buddy list, because then it won't work.
Okay.
And just let me know afterwards. You can just choose whenever, doesn't really matter who, just so that I have the demo. Well, Mangles is trying to contest Taz, and Taz wisely falls back. Mishek is going towards the top, and look at that. Cypher's going on top of the barrels without... Well, on top of the one side without making noise. Mishek is trying to walk around. He's going to catch Taz off guard. Now Cypher's in trouble. He has to push out on Mangles. Gets the kill onto Mangles just in time, and Mishek is now on the bridge. Look at his position for Mishek. But Cypher spots it just in time and gets the 1v2. Mishek has such a good position, actually. But because Cypher's placement is just... Well, Cypher just spotted him in time. And that's a 2-0 lead now for Crackheads. And I think they're very, very pleased with that.
Here comes a mid-contest from both teams.
It's had to happen at some point as we see Alem and Skavson round up both players. Zeter and Blasfa, at least in the previous cup, were always able to do so much damage over here. And we see that that doesn't work out
Kimpa's
this
doing
time.
a very classic Kimpa thing, flanking.
Oh, Kimpa's classic play
He's
indeed.
already so far behind.
Mishek is walking back though. So is Skavson. They expect him being there. It's not so much of a surprise here, but Alem still has to fight through him. Kimpa spots him. And he gets Alem down with the bomb, but I don't think Kimpa knows. He does get Mishek, but he's in a 1v3 now. He was in a 1v5. Now it's 3 more players to go. Skavson with the pre-fire headshot, and RTK shots him down.
Operation success.
Kimpa flanking with a sniper on dual sight is probably one of the most classic things. You always have to be ready for it. Something that Kimpa would do, that a lot of teams won't do, or a lot of players, is once his team calls out a 2-push, he very aggressively flanks. He does not walk.
Well, it worked out with 2 kills, but with most of his team getting shot down already, it didn't work out last round. But look at that, Blasfa shutting down 2 players in the showers. And that means it just got a lot harder for MyPyramids to take round 4. Crackheads seems to be having a bit of an easier time, at least here on dual side. They were struggling a lot on black side, but that doesn't seem to be the case so far on dual side.
Mangos is getting a lot of space, but not particularly going for a lot of picks. So I'd like to see him try to get more kills. And it looks like he's actually going for one now, so let's see.
Oh, that call from Kimpa was deadly. You see Kimpa immediately moving away. They're trying to look for him, but they don't spot him. Look where Kimpa's playing at. He's going for the nade. Nade is good. At that moment, the player immediately peeks out. Mishek. Kimpa knows he's down. Gets to kill Mishek, and that's bomb down. Now Alem and Mangos have to retake it. They're trying to wallbang Mangos, actually. Yeah, he's only done a little bit of damage. Zetor, meanwhile, found Alem. Not sure what happened there, though. Did you see it?
Yeah, Zetor rotated. So, the last 2 rounds, the defense is getting someone flanking. It's getting a bunch of kills.
That's now getting a nice kill onto Taz. We saw Kimpa actually getting the setup for the 1v5. Now Mangos has gotten 1. Let's see if he can do more than Kim. There's 1 player below him, and I don't think he's going to expect Kimpa there.
It's like impossible to get this angle. There's way too many places to look safely.
Look how Kimpa is watching this. Mangos made some noise there. Now he knows where Kimpa's at. Gets a lot of damage, and he just gets wallbanged by Blasfa. No chance for him to take that. And a 3-1 lead now for Crackheads. They're definitely showing off a lot better here on dual side.
Go, man!
We can see a shower hold. This time Taz is playing very aggressively. Taz always likes to do that here on dual side. But nobody seems to buy it. Oh, that was a tank from RTK. Now Taz has to fall back. He knows that he can't put more pressure there. So now he's just going to play back. This is something that Crackheads likes to do a lot. They don't play 2 defense close. They always play far away. They don't take risk there. And if they lose 2 side, let's just play retake. That's fine.
With the damage multiplier, or less of a multiplier on shooting on the legs, playing in the very far back of 2 where you have the ramp is super advantageous because you will tank way more bullets when they're shooting you in the legs.
Look where Blasph's playing at, but will RTK expect him in that spot? He peeks the wrong angle, and Blasph's will shut him down with that. Good play from him, and he's going to make it easier for Crackheads, especially if Taz also shuts down Mishek. And this map is suddenly turning quite one-sided now.
Yeah, I definitely want to mention that this isn't a case of MyPyramid just having worse aim on this map. Their offense is way more shaky, where people are doing solo pushes and they're not getting full map control on offense. So they just have a worse dual side, I think, than their Black Scent.
They're still trying to go for it. Taz found one of the players. He found Alam, so it's Mangos alone in a 1v3, and Blasph's going to peek out. 4-1 lead now for Crackheads, and if this continues, I think we're looking at a 7-2 or 7-3 map.
They have one more round to prove me wrong. Unlike on Black Scent, where they would take Generator and then rotate and take full map control, it seems as if they take mid and then they push through mid, or they go 1 and they push through 1. They're not getting full map control like they were on Black Scent.
Zeter is going to push. He spots one of the players, and RTK immediately the flick headshot onto Zeter. With him also shutting down Blasph's, is going to give a lot of control to MyPyramids. He smoked off the angle now. RTK just almost shooting someone in the head there. He was still shooting when he turned around.
Got a tank from Taz. Oh, Mango's going for aggressive peeks on the back of 2 here.
Alam also shutting down Kimpa here. Now playing with a rifle. He get the kill to smoke. Scavson found Taz. They know where Cypher is at, and indeed will be a kill for Alam. 4-2 as we have now the first half, but a pretty good half for Crackheads so far.
Yeah, that was the first round where MyPyramid decided to do a split push as opposed to a 5-man rush, and it worked out for them. They got some picks. They still had some presence on the other side of the map, so Crackheads couldn't stack the site, and they won the round.
Zeter, meanwhile, looking around a bit. 2 players from MyPyramids defending 2 sides. 3 players are defending 1. And RTK is now rotating. They expect it to be going to a 2, but it's quite an early rotate to call, to be honest. There's nothing really happening there. The bomb is still left at base, and Crackheads is going to play base.
Mangos is definitely turning up. He's landed a lot of shots. He's using, I believe, PSG, so some of his shots are tanking, but he's still hitting a lot of shots now.
Mangos is definitely stepping up a bit more to the table. He's now 3.5 and 4, but remember he did at some point start off with an 0-2, so it was a bit more difficult.
Yes.
Taz now has map control, but look at that. Why is MyPyramid suddenly rotating? Nobody is actually going to 2. 4 players are focused on 2 sides. This could be a massive mistake.
Like
Crackheads is rotating over to 1. If this costs him the round, this could potentially even cost him the map. We see Alam now rotating, but Taz, I don't think Taz heard it. Does he? That's the kill onto Alam. That is massive. And now we see everyone coming in. The smoke comes out. Mangos can't do much. It's all on Mishek. Mishek needs 2 kills, but he's low. He's low already, and he can't get the kill on Zeter. What a massive mistake from MyPyramids. They need to now do a 3v3 retake, as RTK already found 1. This will be tough. We have one of the players on top. Oh, that nade onto Zeter from Mangos is perfect! And they know where to find the players, but a jumping headshot from Blasph's. RTK is defusing. Oh, Blasph's needs to run out of the corner. Gets away in time. Fights from RTK. RTK heard that reload. Heard that reload, but does he have time? He has time. He must have time.
He should be good, unless he gets an E-bug.
He did double tap it, so this is close. He would have had it easily, but this is going to be very, very close. Oh my god.
Wow. Operation success.
He just gets away with that. He heard the last bit of reloading from Blasph's, and that is how he wins that round. A very, very close retake from MyPyramids, but this is a very important round. This keeps them in the match, and this means that Crackheads is still going to feel more pressure. Armor control.
Yeah, a bunch of map control here. Taz using the binos, trying to wallbang. Wow, really aggressive solo peek mid here from Taz, and it's gonna pay off. You know, he was able to make that call because when he jumps with the binos, he could see that 3 players were at 1, which allows him the freedom of peeking mid by himself.
Someone's playing close and gets one kill with that. Alam still shutting down Zeta, but a jumping shot again from Blasfa. I think that's like 3 kills he's gotten by jumping at this point. Blasfa has to watch out. So 1v1, Taz versus Mishek. Mishek is 1 HP. I don't think Taz knows. Mishek's expecting Taz to come behind, but he's going to re-peek that angle now in a bit. He should at least. Taz going to pick up the gun at C. He's not going to take chances. If he's clever, he's going to push up here. He does. He's going to walk up right into Mishek. Needs to get this kill, and he does. A great kill from Taz, and a more important 1v1 win. This time for Crackheads, though, is going to put them up 5-3.
Now, you mentioned jump shots, and I can't help but think about Quelly, who would definitely do a bunch of jump shot highlights on this very same map, and played for this very same team as Crackheads.
Very quick kill for Mangos to open up on Kimpa, and Alam also finding Zeter up top is going to put the pressure back onto Crackheads. It's a bit more breathing room now for MyPyramids this round, but this nade could be good from one spot. No, instead he gets naded out by Skafson. Alright. Headshot there, getting tanked. Cypher's got one. Saw when the players jump up, but now it's completely smoked up. Doesn't get Bino. But yeah, at this point Taz has to walk over to one side and try and get an opener. Look at that, they're 2v5. This is not a good start. And again, only Mishik playing on top. Last time it paid off when they did the retake. This might be different this time around. Taz moves up. I think Mishek is up, right? No, he's actually inside.
They don't know Taz is there. It's like accidentally shoots there.
No, Mishik is just pre-firing a little bit.
His teammate was in front of him.
Look at that, Taz has walked all the way around. Nobody is watching him, so he's going to get the kill onto Mishek. Oh, he misses!
Oh,
no, Taz! Oh, this was a huge mistake, but still kills are being made. Alam is being pushed out by Cypher. How are they taking this back? Taz misses the easiest shot of his life in a 5v2 situation, but they still draw it back to a 2v2.
The hardest.
Free fire comes out from Cyphers. He needs to make the kill happen on Mishik. He lands it. Skazin is alone.
Or is he bugged?
He's low HP.
He's bugged. He couldn't plant the bomb. He can't now.
Doesn't matter too much. Skavson is now going to come in and Cypher shuts him down. How does Crackheads win this 2v5?
Return to main base.
Excellent movement from Taz. Flanked right through the enemy team.
Great movement from Taz, and needs Cyphers to shut down 2 players at 2, but how did he miss that point blank shot and then follow up on Mangos? Like, this is a crazy round, and Crackheads can be very fortunate they run away with it. And now Mangos gets pushed out by Zeter. A good push from the bridge. He now has to get the follow-up onto Skavson, but he will return the favor. Taz missing the shot. Mishak fighting back. It's still not over. The nade was almost good. Skavson is going to push, gets the kill into Blasta. And Taz, they missed a shot again. And Alan comes around. You see a lot of rounds that seems to go one way, but then goes the other way.
Match point.
Go, man.
Mid control has always been given up so far by MyPyramids. Ooh.
I reported Aslan, by the way.
Alright. So that will not be forgotten.
Alright, 4v4 here. What could be a winning round for Crackheads. And a winning game.
4v4 situation indeed. This could be the final round for Crackheads if they secure it.
Mangos gets UAV'd and runs away. Taz gets a bunch of information, so you can see that this is a recurring theme of Taz getting information with UAV and doing an aggressive push. Oh, he was away.
Kimpa shutting down all of their swoosh, but the retakes are being made. Still a 2v2. You see a lot of trades being made very, very quickly. And now Kimpa has to watch up. He's going to spot RTK. Oh. Kimpa, 1v2. Has to make it work. No, he doesn't get the kill on RTK! He was not able to shut him down. This was the easiest round, perhaps, for Kimpa to shine. But Crackheads is going to make it even more dangerous for them. 6-5 now. Still one round away from winning the second map and making it 1-0. This could have been a round for them.
A couple rounds ago, you said when Mangus misses that first easy shot and then hits the second one, I feel like when you're doing those really slow flanks, you can get pretty lax. You can start relaxing and not focusing as hard. And so the first shot sometimes is just a wake-up shot, and the second shot, when you know you're in the fray, sometimes easier to hit.
In the meantime, Taz does get the kill onto Mangos. I think he got that with a jump. Oh, there's a tank.
Yeah, I think he's getting frustrated with his gun taking all the time.
Oh, that nade from Taz onto RTK is perfect. We saw his body fly away there. But this opens up one side. But does Kimpa spot Mishek? Mishek is in a wildcard position here. He's watching the bridge. Needs to get the kill here. You can see the gun pointing out. Cyphers gets the kill into Skavson. Peeks out the right moment to get Kimpa. This should be the call to rotate. Indeed, Crackhead's going to get the bomb down at 2. I think this is it. Alan and Mishek have to retake it, but a 4v2 retake is going to be extremely tough. They're just going to rush in. Mishek gets one from behind. Alan will have to reload at some point. Does a lot of damage. Throws out the nade.
Blue can start playing time here.
Gets the nade kill onto Cyphers. It's still possible. How is MyPyramids fighting back in there? Taz is already retreating. Taz going to play time. This is clever. Because now Blasfa is just going to contest them. There used to be a nade spot for this. Taz has to come in. He misses the no-scope! Oh my god! How did he lose the 4v2? This is 2 rounds given away. This should have never ever happened. It should have been an easy 7-4 win for Crackheads. But yet again, here we are at a 6-6 score. Oh god.
I don't remember who it was, but
that's a
great way to start your last round for Crackheads. 4v5 to win the game.
Bangles is playing in a very tough angle here. I don't think many players are going to expect him here. They're just going to play it slow now, but that opening nade kill for Crackheads is huge.
Here comes the 1v1.
Yeah, this is
wow, not even ready to peek.
Bangles does miss that shot now, has to walk away. They try to nade him even, but he does get away safely. Still a 4v4 situation. Ooh, Kimpa shuts down RTK. Crackheads making it easier slowly but surely. Alam is still alive though, so is Mangles, so is Gavson. Mangles shuts down Blastfire, it's back to a 3v3. If this round does go to MyPyramids, they have not only secured a sick comeback, they're also 2 up in the grand finals. And look where Alam is at. Alam is in a great wildcard position. Kimpa is up on top. Zeter has to pick up the bomb and cross over, and I think Alam is going to get that kill. Mangles is meanwhile going down to 2. Skavson is all the way pushing up, so I think by now they should know it's going to be a 1. And Mangles has to realize that first. I think Kimpa spotted Mangles.
They're letting Kimpa try to see whether they can get a pick or not.
See, Cyphers is going to come down mid. Crackheads is just going to take time. Oh, Kimpa gets a kill on Mangles. Yeah, this is the call. But look at Raccoon. Skavson is coming in from behind and going to... He walks away! No! He's coming
back?
He's not going there.
He walked up the stairs backwards. Oh, he's coming back again?
What is this round?
Is he ever gonna go?
See, now Zeter does go, and Alam gets the bomb down. This is what they were waiting for. 20 seconds left.
Oh, he picked up a sniper.
There might not be time. Kimpa gets a kill onto Alem, but Skazan has the bomb on lockdown. The question is the bomb up or down? The bomb is
You don't have
down.
time.
They do have time, but Kimpa cannot fall here. He's pre-firing. He's gonna get the bomb down. Skazan rotated all the way. He has to make the 1v2 happen. He expects the round to be won, and now he realizes he has to retake it. A 1v2 situation. It's coming in quick. Misses the shot onto Kimpa. Cyphers now also knows where he is. They're just going to play together.
Play time.
They know there's no way for the sniper to retake it, and this should be impossible for Skazan. Kimpa's contesting it a little bit, just to get some information.
Cyphers also has both utility. Here comes the first grenade.
Gets the kill into Kimpa. He now has to go for the defuse. Cyphers is going to come in. Oh, and Skazan already stops the defuse. Crackhead still gets
Mission
it.
accomplished.
But what a
Return to the
close
base.
match has this been yet again. Crackhead's almost giving it away, but closing it out in the final round. Crackhead's really struggling tonight, but MyPyramids putting up some great fights too. This is quite an epic grand final to get.
Yeah, I do feel like the dual site map was weaker from a tactics standpoint from both teams, and Blackcent, at least in comparison to Blackcent. I'll be happy to see some higher level tactics on Airplane though, and they're gonna continue the battle. If you notice, Mangos and Taz fought each other quite often on dual site. They were shooting one another all the time. Unfortunately, Mango's sniper was tagging very often, so even though he would win the battle, he wasn't winning the war against Taz. Well, I'm interested to see maybe he'll switch his sniper. PSG, after on this iteration of dog tag during this closed beta, does tag way more than it did in the previous iteration. Maybe that's what Mangos was used to.
Well, we do see a double scope setup come out with Alem and Mangost. And the EU side is going to start, most likely indeed, with the 2-point Manziter Blasfa and a 1 scope of Taz. Taz has really been playing exceptionally well as a sniper here. But now an Airplane is going to be tough. Airplane, we've already seen it throughout the Cups, has not been the best map for Crackheads. If they manage to shut down MyPyramids here, they're going to close it down on Aslan. Because Aslan, there's no way they're going to lose that. If they lose this map, however, they're going to get a tough map on Aslan, which will most likely then end up in a game being fought out on India, which I would then honestly see go the way of MyPyramids. So it's going to be very difficult for them. And Airplane is probably the key map for either team.
If Alem does end up sniping here, it will be his third class. So he would have played both point man, rifleman, and sniper in just this one match. Which is kind of unusual when you consider he dropped 22 score in the first match on Blackcent, for him to switch to a rifle later on dual site and then switch to sniping on Airplane.
Well, we're gonna find out soon. As soon as Mishek readies up, we'll get started with map number 3. I'm so excited to see how this map is going to go. It could go either way yet again, but I think what Crackheads really needs to do here is put out a dominating play, win by 7-4, 7-3, and I think by then, if they manage to do that, the resistance of MyPyramids will be broken. If not, I think we're going to see a struggling Crackheads throughout the entire Grand Finals. In the meantime, I'll also be closing down the votes. We had, interestingly, 69 votes in total. So out of those 69 people, 8 people will win one of the keys. So we're gonna get started. Crackheads doesn't decide to change. They're going to play 4 rifles and 1 sniper. They're going for a heavy contact play.
Alem does stay the sniper, so we'll see whether he continues. On Airplane, I really like to see the offense try to take the gin room. It's or the box room, which is the same pivotal point as the Blackcent gin room, where you really want that spot so you can threaten a 2-push just like on Blackcent. And then you want to rotate.
Let's see what they can do here with that. Alam is holding down the double doors. We see the main push coming out towards 2. The control there around the box has already been taken by 4 Crackheads players. Skavzen's just playing around the corner. We see Mangles in the back. The flash comes out. Mangles may not be able to give the backup, but it doesn't matter. Skavzen gets 2 kills. Taz shut down Mangles, and now the bomb has to go down. RTK under a lot of pressure. Alam is going to come round the side, and Taz is a bomb. Taz needs to set the bomb quickly. Nate's being called out. Taz gets the bomb down. Alam is come round down the side. Misses the shot. Blosva shuts down RTK. So that's a 2v3. Both players are coming from the same angle, and that is not in their favor. But Kimpa is contesting Mischeck alone. So he finds himself in a 1v2. That's a good pre-fire in onto Taz, and Blosva's already going away. Blosva's doing this so clever. He's going to buy time. He's going to let Taz deal with this alone, essentially using Taz as a bait. But Mischeck has no time to defuse the bomb. And he knows it. Blosva can now safely peek. Doesn't matter if he dies, because the first round does go to Crackheads, and it means the team on EU is going to get the first one, and that is great to get started with.
Yeah, what a tough position for Alam. First round sniping, first bullet he's shooting sniping, and he's underneath the pressure of the defuse. Not many people are going to hit that shot. That is the risk you're taking, though, if you're going to be switching your classes throughout a single match.
Well, I'm not sure if it matters too much yet. We do see, again, the same move coming in as last round. Skavzen is now playing on the other side. Mangles is still playing far back. Last round, Skavzen was able to take a lot with that. Mangles is also playing in the other corner. So MyPyramids definitely changed up their defense a little bit, even though their hold was pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy on 2 side right now, so they should be prepared to defend this. Actually, Alam rotated back.
Zether is pre-firing the wrong angle now, and Skavzen is going to make use of it. They realize it only so late that again Skavzen is able to get 2 kills. But in this case, Skavzen does not take any damage. So Kimpa needs to get the kill in blue room. Needs to shut down Mischeck. He gets the kill into Mischeck. Taz also shuts down Skavzen. So now Alam finds himself in a clutch situation. But Taz already rotating. Alam there with a pistol. He's already on his head, but he expects it to be a 2. Taz actually taking his time now. Taz should be much quicker here. Alam has his pistol out. No, he doesn't know the HP. Alam is expecting a lurk. He's not checking one side yet. And Taz is going to get him with a fortunate pick here, I think. Because Alam is visible. He's visible! And it's an easy kill for Taz. Such a lucky spot for him to just catch that.
Yeah.
But it's going to give Crackheads a 2-round lead. And that on the hardest side. They already have their minimum rounds in 2 out of 2. This is a sick start for Crackheads.
You can tell that Taz just has such great awareness. He never doesn't check a corner. He's always checking everywhere and never getting flanked.
TK meanwhile comes out in mid and gets the kill onto Cyphers right away. He's just going to fall back, not throw any nades. And this means that the first trade is now working in favor of MyPyramids. But with Blosva already fighting back onto Mangles, it's back to a 4v4. Mischeck is going to play in the corner here at one side, so he's going to expect a 1 push at some point. The players are going down mid. Kimpa and Taz, he's going to get back up. But will Alan spot him? Alan with the pre-fire perfectly on time, just as Kimpa comes around the corner. He's very much aware of that. And this is going to be tough to retake. Let's keep an eye on Alan. He's not going to go for the flash. But does he know that one player has passed? This is Kimpa pass now. Gets the kill onto Kimpa. But Taz is now re-peeking it. He doesn't see the gun. He doesn't see Taz's gun, and that's going to cost him. Quite a mistake from him. RTK gets found in the back. Skavzen is now pushing up on Blosva, and he's going to get the bomb down. So now Taz, to retake 1v2, has about a minute to do it. But Skavzen is playing a nice angle. If Taz knows that he's low, or if he can get the kill, this is a round for Crackheads. I don't think Taz's going to get that, and indeed won't. Good hold from Skavson, pushing out Blast for the bomb carrier, and securing the round for MyPyramids, now 2-1.
Yeah, I'd like to see that Aslan switch back to a rifle class or a point man class. I think switching up at this point is usually not going to be the best when he hasn't sniped at all in any of the other games. And the only damage he had done is with the pistol. So I'd rather see him with a rifle.
Okay, meanwhile falling back a little bit already. Still waiting here, and Zeter fighting a bit with Mishek. As we see, I think it was Sipes. Oh, a tank coming in from Taz. I think onto Skavson. And Zeter is the first one to get a kill. But look at that. RTK slip. What a flick onto Zeter. I didn't even see him. He's going to get shot down by Kimpa, who actually has control of one side. And now we should see everyone rotating. Cyphers has to take the bomb, but Mangles finds himself in a 1v3, and this could be the third round for Europe, and that's big.
The defense here tried to match offensive play with offensive play, and they got shut down.
Yeah, it's still not really over. They still have to get on side. And look at that. Cyphers is scared. He's scared to go on side, and he should indeed be. That's the bomb down. But Mangles does not know that. He still expects someone to come behind. This is still doable for Mangles. This would be a massive clutch from him. Blastman tries to lure him away, and if he hadn't missed that shot on Kimpa, I think he would have won it. If he doesn't, there's a 3-1 lead for Crackheads, and it's looking good for them.
Again, I compared this map to Blackstone originally, and I still think it's true. I would really like to see the defense try to contest this box room. There are a lot of box room setups, and they're not even going for it at all, and I think that's something they can try to change with only 2 rounds left on defense.
Yeah, we don't see them contesting the double doors, which they normally would do. They're not contesting the box room. They're not really contesting anything. Although Mishek there playing close does get a great kill. But with Zeter shutting down Mangles, the bomb is already going down. Mishek also gets straight out by Blastman. And defense is now just falling apart. There was one round that magically went the way of MyPyramids, but they're struggling now. Crackheads seems to be well organized now. RTK tries to come in. Let's see if he can take it. Gets shot down right away by Zeter. Just Skavson left. He does get 2 kills.
Should be impossible to win this round given time.
Yeah, and Taz also playing in the tunnel, so there's no way. He might still get the kill on Zeter, which he does indeed. With that bomb coming out, he knows where Taz is. Still gets a jump kill, which is very impressive. But it doesn't matter in the end. Just like the first round where Mishek had no time to defuse, Skavson has the same in round 5. Crackheads now leading 4-1. This could be it. At least for the third map then.
Last chance for MyPyramid to play a more offensive defense, to say. Will they contest these choke points or not? They finally are doing it on the box room. On the box room they are.
They're finally putting up a bit more contest. That's good. RTK coming out with a Bino as well, trying to spot a player. He hasn't seen anyone yet and gets a nade in his face, so that is his helmet dropped. Immediately falls back. Look at that. Zeter is already all the way up in mid. Let's see if he can get the surprise kill onto Aslan. He keeps speaking out from time to time there, so I don't think Zeter can just walk by. Zeter's very, very careful to go through that, as we see Skavson get the kill on Plasma.
The offensive box defense there worked out for them to get their pick.
I thought Alam heard the free fire from Zeter, but he doesn't, and Zeter rounds up 2 kills in the mid. Now Mangles has to rotate.
Still has a bunch of HP too, might get this one as well.
Mangles missed that shot. Does line up the second one. But look at that, Skavson is going to move up. If he doesn't get kills here, yeah, this could be round. Mishek and Mangles now have to rotate. Cyphers is already in the blue room. Mishek did come around the corner though, so he might make it tough. Gets the kill onto Kimpa. Gets a second kill onto Taz, and they still round up. What a massive retake for MyPyramids. Just when you think it's already done, they still fight back.
Yeah, it was a great... you know, they didn't let them get the plant. They contested the plant. You have to always realize when the offensive team is trying to get the plant, that means there's going to be 7-8 seconds of them being down one player, because that one player won't be able to assist with your guys' push. It's always good to push in that time.
Indeed, as the chat is pointing out as well, Alam is not really finding his way in this third map. 2 for 6 at the moment. So we see Kimpa round up the first 2 kills together with Zetor. Immediately, the damage has been dealt to MyPyramids. They find themselves in a 3v5 situation after the first 30 seconds have elapsed. And they're already rotating over. Look at that. Oh, RTK gets the headshot on Taz just in time. So there's still a possibility. They have the down mid control. Kimpa's going to play on the ledge though. So he needs to get the kill. But look at that. Mishek is also playing out. Kimpa's just waiting for RTK. He just narrowly gets the kill. But it is a big one. Mangles has snuck into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Mishek is playing mid. He gets the kill now onto Kimpa. Mango shuts down Cyphers, but look at that. Zetor has the great position. He gets the kill on Mishek. Bomb is also down. They know where Mangles is, but Blasva has to watch out, because if Blasva gets shot down, Zetor has no chance to really win it. This might be tough.
Something I found a little unusual is how often someone's walking up mid on offense.
Well, that's what you see a lot of these teams do, especially Crackheads. They want to get map control that way, and it usually does work out. So, they do that well, but now the pressure is onto Mangos. He needs to get the kill on Zetor. Gets that kill, not even taking damage, but he does not know where Blasva is. Picks up the bomb. Blasva's going to peek just in time, and this could be a clutch for Mangles. It could have been, with Blasva winning this. Now 5-2. This seems to be quite the done map, but we've seen MyPyramids come back in dual side as well, so it's not over yet. He comes out, hits Skavzen right in the face. Bit of damage dealt, also onto Aslan. Let's go over to him. He hasn't been able to shine as much as we see RTK shut down Blasva. Maybe he will be able to do now with the AK-47.
A box defense from Blast there, but it was alone. It wasn't actually a setup.
Let's get some check. Look at that, the bomb is already down. I don't think Crackheads knows this. If they do, it's going to be more difficult. But RTK already picked up the bomb. But they're stuck. They're really stuck. They need to do a 2 force now. But look at that, Zetor is alone at 2. And Crackheads expecting a 1 goal. They're going to line up for it now. Kimpa's going to get the mid control. Taz has to rotate at some point. Now Zetor is going to call that out. Zetor needs to go huge. It's a kill into Aslan. Gets RTK as well. He's now going to get pushed out by Skavzen in the end, but it's fine. He's got the bomb down. He got 2 kills. This is more than enough for him. But Mango still fights back. He gets Taz down. But he also has to get the bomb planted. So Skavzen is actually going to do it instead. Why would you do that? Why would you get the bomb down like that? He had no backup whatsoever. What a flick from Mangles onto Cyphers though. Can Mangles bring it back? Was not able to make the 1v2 happen last round. Kimpa with the pre-fires.
Wow, that was close.
Just a shot missed from Mangles, but yeah, he has to get the bomb down. I think he knows he has to hunt, and Kimpa is actually going for the peak. Kimpa playing is extremely risky, but look at that. He's going 15 for 6, shutting down Mangles. And this is 6-2 now for Crackheads. I think this is it, at least for map 3.
So both teams on defense have played pretty far back usually, but the difference is Crackheads almost always has one player eventually play aggressive to try to get information. And it's usually Kimpa that walks up forward, try to get information so that they can make good rotates on defense.
Yeah, look at the start of the round too. Immediately we see Mangles getting shot down. Taz also fighting Scavs, and I think this is a dominating play now from Crackheads. Like I called previews of the map, if Crackheads is able to win this 7-2 or 7-3, they've got a great outlook on Aslan, where they have defeated MyPyramids in great numbers in the first map already. Look at that, Kimpa still going strong. Taz finding RTK. It's just Mishak in a 1v4. This is going to be it. Kimpa comes from behind. Cyphers is perhaps going to be quicker and will indeed be 7-2 win for Crackheads. And what a dominating force for them. We didn't see.
Yeah, and you mentioned it that the chat talked about it, and yeah, Alum just has to find its footing. Their Black Scent win was still pretty close, even with Alum dropping 22. If you Alan's gonna be dropping 2 point. It's not looking good for my pyramid.
Definitely not. Did you get the report in, by the way? I forgot to mention it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I keep forgetting it as well. But hey, then this means we're going to go on to Aslan now. Let me just update the scores on the overlay.
Again, I think it's still worth mentioning that Elam dropped that giant bomb with a point man class, and he hasn't really played it since. Now, Apron is definitely a elongated map, but there are certainly spots for you to play point man.
Not sure what Kimpa's talking about now, though. In the meantime, let's just quickly go over the maps. So we had 3 maps played. The first map, Blacksand, went 7-5 to MyPyramids, with Crackheads taking dual side and return 7-6 after a very close fight. But an airplane, Crackheads definitely showing up, winning that 7-2, and now going into Aslan as the favorite team. Remember, they were able to shut down MyPyramids 7-3, I believe, in the first cup. And to be fair, knowing that Crackheads is pretty strong on Aslan, I think they're going to close it out on map 4.
What they're talking about is every character has like a green rectangle on their back, so it kind of looks like everyone has a C4.
Oh, I see.
I've noticed that in some Tin Mans the other day. I've made the wrong call based on that as well.
So this is something we should forward to Reddit then, perhaps. Well, Rob is
Yeah.
still watching, so Rob, change the characters. We think everyone is having a C4 on them. Anyways, we'll just wait for Cyphers and Kimpa to ready up now, and then we'll get started with a 4th map here on Aslan. It's currently 11:08 in the evening. We've been playing for around about an hour, and we've seen 3 maps being played. But I see it's shifting a little bit. The first map, Crackheads was under pressure. MyPyramids broke through mainly because of Alam top fragging, dropping a 20 bomb. Second map, Crackheads seemed to pull away easily, lost 3 rounds in a row, making it 6-6, and then eventually closing it off just at the end. Now at map number 3, they weren't really able to step up. We saw Scafson doing great amount of work, but Crackheads doesn't seem to feel the pressure as much anymore. They had their defense set up properly, their offense was good, there's no way they were getting through. And now we're here in map number 4, and they are carrying some heavy momentum. They also start on the NRF side, so honestly, if Crackheads gets 4 more rounds here, I think it's done.
So, with Aslan, unlike all the other maps where it's usually on the side where the main control you want to have before rotations, on Aslan you really want mid control. Like, usually you see people go mid or one executes. There's really, if you try to force 2, you usually get destroyed.
Well, we're going to see a heavy move on there, but look at that. Mishek immediately naded out. Zeter is going to find with RTK. Cyphers now peeks out, but Alam immediately with a headshot. Zori can start a lot better. But look at that. What is Scafson doing? He's contesting Zeter with the bomb. What a mistake. You can't do that. Blastva flashes himself in. Alam is holding the close angle. Does Blastva expect that? Oh, Alam with a peek at the right moment. He might get the follow-up. He gets the follow-up on Taz. Looks like everything from last map has been forgotten. He gets 3 kills. There's the return.
We've actually seen that a lot in just the last couple matches of players reloading or throwing grenades a little bit too close to their opponents and then getting punished for it.
Charge!
There we have indeed the first round going to Crackheads, carrying that momentum through. But you saw Zeter doing so much work there. The nade was perfect. He's gonna throw the same nade. Look at that. Alam already walked away before the nade was even being thrown. That's massive. Zeter almost still holding down on RTK. RTK is now lit. Cyphers will peek out. And RTK was already firing. Doesn't matter though. Cyphers gets a kill. Traded out by Mishek. Alam pre-fires a little bit of mid. Nobody there. They're gonna try and get the bomb down. Taz is holding down the base. The flash.
Double rotation from Crackheads from a flank.
From Taz onto Mishek. Yeah, indeed, the big flank. Will Alam be able to do something with that? He's now going to fall away. Mangles did get onto the side. Blosvo with the immediate drop onto Alem. And now Mangles in a 1v3.
Not the spot you want to be in as a sniper.
Oh, Mangles missing that shot into Kimpa too. It's getting unfortunate now for MyPyramids. But the Seeds are doing so much work already.
They've done a double 1-5-man push, so they have a lot of other options. They can show us some different looks and maybe get some more rounds. I suppose because they got the site on the first push, they wanted to try it again and see whether they can get the plant.
Look at that, Mangles is trying to contest Taz here, but he knows he's not going to try it. Cyphers meanwhile peeked out very far, so Skazil is going to push him. Cyphers can retreat. Oh no, he cannot. It's still a nade kill. With Alem shutting down Zeter in the garden, one side is now a walk in the park. This seems to be around. Oh no, the bomb is still in mid.
Double flank from Kimpa again.
Double flank. Mangles gets the kill into Kimpa. Needs to get Blast as well. Misses that shot, but now he's getting back up for Mishak. And that is important. Taz is still left in mid, but it doesn't matter. Alem rounds up. RTK with a TK on Skazin. But Alem again stepping up. Whoa.
I expect Crackheads to not do this aggressive 2-push this time. We'll see though.
Yeah, last game, I think Alem was doing 2.5 and 8. He's already 6 for 2, so he stepped up massively compared to the last game. We're only 3 rounds in. So see Skavzin push up in the mid. Gonna need that spot where Cyber's been playing at quite a bit. Looking out the mid. Rotate already coming in from Kimpa and Taz. You know it's gonna be a 1. Zeter again being very aggressive in the garden. Alem's close there, immediately lends the headshot over to Zeter. Crackers have to watch out. Cyphers is the only player really holding on, but with Skasson already pushing through, there is no way to hold it. Taz coming for off, getting shot down as well, and that's 2 rounds straight for MyPyramids.
Definitely a bit of a ballsy call for them to go for a 1-push again when it had failed the first 2 times. Now they've gotten the site, they just weren't able to finish the rounds, but maybe because they've seen this double flank from Kimpa, they can see that Crackers are playing aggressive on 2 sides, so they're trying to punish it by being aggressive on the 1 side.
And it looks like they're going to keep continuing doing the same. They know Zeter constantly plays here, and that flash is just perfect. Zeter has no way to hold back onto that. Zeter should really consider playing a different position. The 1 side has been given up way too easily. Skavson missing a smoke grenade though. But they could still have a chance, but it doesn't matter as Mishek needs out Cyphers. They're still going to go back. Gets the kill there as they rotate back. It's going to throw a nade there as well. Mishek might run right into that, doesn't. Blasva can't peek. Mishek is low. This could be a very important round. This is the type of round that Crackheads cannot lose, especially if you've got this. This could be a deciding round, even though it's round number 5. This is a crucial one.
Kimpa has a great look here. I'm 100% confident he'll get this kill if the C4 decides to rotate out.
Yeah, at this point, Mangos has to get the opening frag, so he's going to be walking in. If he gets the kill onto Blasva, they're most likely going to win it. But if Blasva's going to get the kill onto Mangos, that's also it. So this nade comes out. They're going to come in together. Blasva gets 1 on Mishek. And that's that. Mangles is trying to make use as much of the time as he can. Because if he can get 1 kill...
Yeah, it's pretty hard to push into that site if you don't have any utility left. So a big blunder in that game was Scav messing up his smoke grenade at the very beginning.
Go, go, go!
So a good round for them so far. 3-2 lead now for Crackheads. And again, the 1 push is going to be coming in. Look at that. Zeter still keeps playing the same spot. The nade this time not landing in perfectly. He's playing a different angle now. But he's again getting flashed.
He's getting
so
back. He hears back.
I don't think they're going to expect Zeter here now. Cyphers gets the first onto Mishek. Gets to get... Look, how does RTK get that headshot? He wasn't even looking at him.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking as well.
Ooh, but
wow,
Cyphers
died
got the
during trying to
headshot.
bino.
Wait, what?
Scav was trying to bino, did a really quick peek and got his head blown off.
Let's take a look at Alem now as he's here in the mid. He needs to win the fight against Blasfa, but he shuts him down with a headshot. Now Mangos moves out. Again in a 1v2. Blasfa can't get the kill there. That could have been a good frag for him. Flash comes out. Flash is not good enough. But he's going to try and make sure that Mangos is going to be focusing on Blasfa. Oh. Oh, he hurt Cyphus. Oh, he missed the shot! That could have been a great way for MyPyramids to come back. Now with a 4-2 lead for Crackheads. As I said, if they get 4 more rounds, this is most likely it. They get 4 rounds. Do you think this is it?
Go, go, go!
Yeah, I do think offense is a little easier here if you try to control mid. You can see that MyPyramids didn't even care about mid. They went for the 1 push 5 out of 6 rounds. So we'll see whether, I mean, you can already see that Crackheads is already grouping together for mid here. I think it's going to be a lot easier for them to win offense because I just think they're playing the map better.
Already got massive amounts of mid control. Not a single round that we saw MyPyramids try that. Cetor immediately fighting Mangles. Scope has been shut down. I think MyPyramids might consider playing a dual scope setup. I mean, Alam is playing better again. He's going 10 for 4. But Mishek in the past has also shown to be a good scope. I think he should pick up the scope at this point. So they have a little bit more long-range power. And potentially win rounds with that.
That was weird. Taz didn't even try to shoot. I think he maybe clicked the wrong button.
It could be, but they do have the mid now locked down. If they get the kill though onto Scavson, then one side is open. Taz was on UG. RTK with a nade kill onto Taz, that's good.
Kimpa sneaking up behind.
Kimpa doing what he does best.
Absolutely.
Alam does get the kill though onto Cyphus. He's already looking around, even
Ready.
a pre-fire onto Kimpa. Completely ready for that. And he's making his life a lot easier here. He's going to round up on Blasfa as well. A massive 3k for Alam. He's now 13 and 4. Hugely stepping up for his team.
Absolutely.
Charge!
Taz is now in the mid. Trying to get a little bit of control out there. It falls down mid, hoping that Mangles is peeking there, but there's nobody around. Mangles is trying to hold down the mid, but Taz has already gone through. So if he over peeks, he's going to get shot down. He didn't spot the head there, did he? Or did I just see ghosts? I think I saw ghosts.
Yeah, I'm watching from Taz's perspective.
There we go.
He gets the first pick.
That's the kill that we were waiting for. Kimpa again walking up onto the side. Now has to fall back as he spots Alam as well. So I think by now they know there are 2 players on 2. Oh, they're just going to push it. They're just going to push Alam. It seems to work. They trade out one player. Taz also fighting Scavson.
So we've seen this.
With a nade. That nade is very good, but doesn't do any damage. Bomb's now going down. Taz again fighting RTK. Mishak is low HP in a 1v3. And Taz just getting... Did he just get 4 kills this round? Or did he get...
Yeah,
no, he got
so
an
he only
ace.
had 1 kill before this round even started.
Or did he get an ace? He at least got 4.
He had 4. He had 1.
Right.
Go, man!
And I was going to say that we've seen this in the other maps as well. If one player's obviously not doing very well, the moment they turn on, the game gets much easier. If you have one player that's only 1 kill to 6 rounds into the game, or 7 rounds into the game, and then for the remaining rounds, they're able to get a pick once or twice in a round, it's going to feel like the game gets much easier, because all of a sudden you have a teammate again. You have someone being useful.
RTK is now trying the same position as Zetor. Let's see if Kimpa can find him with that, and he does, not even taking a little bit of damage. If they lose this round, I think that's it. There's no way that they can come back from that then still. But the round is still not done. Flash comes out. Crackheads now moves in. Again, there's no mid presence whatsoever for MyPyramids. They're not focusing on it whatsoever. It's a bit odd.
No, I really don't like their defensive positions here.
Nade's coming out. Alam is going for the nade on... If that nade was good, he would have hit Kimpa, actually. That's away the wrong moment. Jackson. Oh, 2 kills have been made. Cyphus is trying to go over
rotate with the
the
C4
2
here?
side. They want to
are.
rotate over, but Cyphers had to get the kill on Mishak. Oh, how does Alan get that headshot onto Taz?
Yeah, that was insane.
That's just nuts. But now, you see Mishak is falling back just in time. They've got side control, they know where Mishak is, but still a 1v3. And this is not possible for Blasfa. They're still going to get back with it.
With the Para, anything's possible. You can get headshots.
Knows where one of the players is at. Mishak is also low. He's gonna go for the fake plant.
Everyone is lit, so Blast could one-shot everyone.
No
Not today,
chance.
though.
Operation success.
No really a way to get back
Time
into
to
that.
main
It's still a
base.
5v4,
Your efforts are
so
commended.
MyPyramids keeps themselves in the game, but they need to make sure that they put the game closer and
Go, man.
closer. Otherwise, it's pretty much over. And then Crackheads is going to take a bigger lead. Mishak and Alan, meanwhile, pushing through in the library. Trying to take an
You can
angle
tell
here.
that people are very afraid of 2 on offense on this map. They have not tried to do a 2 execute at all.
Kempa's just going to wait here. But yeah, Mishak won't be pushing. Mango's finding the kill now onto Taz, but Zeta with a return on Scaps, and that's good. Mango's with a superior angle there, and that's going to keep it 3-4. Spotted Alan. Cyphers can just walk up into the mid now. He could go for a massive stab. I don't think Alan realizes that Cyphers has gone through. With Zeter also find the kill now. Oh, now the rotate is coming in! Cyphers gets one though. RTK still inside, but Zeter is low. He heard that shot though. It doesn't matter. RTK still with a headshot, evens up the scores 5-0, and now it's close. Again, a big carry from Alan, 17.5 and 6.
Absolutely, and you can see that neither team is going for executes, and it's pretty much just an aim map. Like, it's just fights on fights. No one's doing, you know, smokes or UAV pushes. It's pretty much just 1 versus 1s all across the board. So, whatever team's, you know, on fire when it comes to aiming is going to be the one that takes this game. Which isn't always the case. If you have better strategies, you can sometimes win even if you're outclassed.
Let's see, Scafson's still waiting up here. Crackheads is taking more time. Again, they're not really going that much for the mid presence though. They've got that now. Cyphers is also there. Scafson, don't peek. Don't peek. He does peek though. He does a little bit of damage onto Zeter. But Blastfight wants to move in. RTK and Kimpa trade out a bit. Blastfight with the flash. Nate comes in return, but Zeter is also there. Alam wants to push out as well. Scafson got close. Look at that. Scafson, that positioning from him is very well. But they're going to rotate over. Did
he killed his
Alam just
teammate.
shut down his teammate?
Yeah.
They spotted Mangles. They need to rotate over. They need to do it. But Blastman needs to cross. Blastman needs to cross. He does cross. It is still a 4v3, but this round is so important for Crackheads. They can't overextend.
Charge set.
Do they have smokes here? No utility, actually.
No utility.
1 frag grenade.
But look at that. Scafson is going all the way around. This could be huge.
I like it.
Do they hear that? Taz heard it. He's going to buy no Taz. Oh, he still gets a kill onto Taz. That's massive. Taz misses one shot though. The kill on base is being made. Alan moves in. Just one player left.
Oh,
Taz, don't do that.
wow.
Taz, run away. He's making it so close, but he's going to win the round. There's no way Mangles is going to get that. And with Taz getting 2 kills there, he narrowly saves it for them. The Crackheads definitely struggling here on this map. They now have match point. This is tournament point. This could be the last round of competitive play in CBT.
He nearly collateraled to clutch that game. He was just barely off.
Could have been a way to decide it. Kempa's again going to move up. He's going to meet up with RTK soon. RTK has a really good angle here, actually. Look at that. As soon as Kimpa walks around the corner, there's going to be a headshot in him. Kimpa's not really going, though. Look how Mishek is also playing far up. With that big force up, he's got a lot of map control.
Yeah, it allows his teammates to play a little bit stronger towards the mid and one side. All the 2 plants we've seen so far have been rotations from 1. None of it has been a 5-man or 4-man 2 push.
Well, that's definitely not the easiest way to do it here. So this definitely
Yeah,
helps.
definitely. Will you flash here and push? Let's see.
Let's see what's going to happen over at Skafson's play. Because Skafson is under the most amount of pressure. If he falls without making a kill, they could lose the side. But look at that. Mishek finds Taz. This is going to head start it. Skafson. Hard to get with the trade out though, but they got sight. They got sight now. But they don't have bomb.
It doesn't matter.
How?
Defense has bomb.
Oh my god. They know it. They've got the bomb and they know it. 3v3 situation. Cyphers has to wait. 45 seconds remain.
Yeah, not much
Mango's
time.
got mid control. I think we're going to a final round on map 3 as well. Or map 4 as well, sorry. Mango's looking the right way. As soon as Mango's gets a kill. Oh, he doesn't make the kill. Zito with a headshot. Cypher still waits here. I think Alam and Mishek are going to push now. It's the best thing that they can do. But he does a lot of damage.
They could run around.
20 seconds remain. They need to push. The kill on Blaska has been made. Zeether's still alive. Look at that. Alam is rotating over. Zeether, go plant! Go plant, Zeether!
Yeah.
What are you doing? But Alam is low. Zeether is
Probably
going to get the
knows
bomb now. He's going to hear Alam.
Charge set.
But he's going to come in with a flash.
Hey, he doesn't hear him. Full flash.
No, how does he still get that? Oh god.
Yeah, he was full flash. You couldn't see anything. If you get full flash in AVA now, you are blind forever.
I think that sound there really
Charge
messed him up.
defused.
They would have had that otherwise. There was no way that he could have not heard them then.
Return to main
Look at that,
base.
another 20
Your
bomb for
efforts
Alam.
are commendable.
Yeah,
Final round.
definitely bring it back.
Charge.
I did.
6-6. If MyPyramids manages to win this, we're going to a 5th and final map on Airplane. If Crackheads secures it here, then it's GG.
First opportunity is going to come from Taz.
Nade onto Alam.
Oh,
Is
it's
pretty
even
good. They push him out to get the nade kill.
Oh, he
onto
ran
Alam.
into the nade. That was great.
The first player is now getting shot down. A hard push coming out now on 2 side. Mishek getting 1 player shot. Mangles is fighting the full pressure. Mishek is still alive. And they have to fall back. Look at that. Zeta already has control. They're going to fall back.
Yep, here comes the rotation.
Zeta
How long
has
will it
done
take for
this
defense
so
to notice?
well. He's going to play further up. They're not going to expect him. Zeta needs a double kill here. Oh, what a massive double kill. I mean, Skafson is rotating. This is the best thing he can do. But this is tournament live on the run.
You might not hear him, because when you're running, it's hard to hear if someone else is running.
You might not hear him indeed, but look at that. Blasfa is now slow walking. I think Skafson is going to catch him off guard. The Taz is going to get the bomb down. Zeta is going to realize it. There should be no way that Skafson is going to retake that. Blasfa is going to peek. Blasfa has the angle. A lot of damage on Skafson. This is it. It's a 7-6 win on the final map.
Mission
And with that,
Return
Crackheads
to the
is your
base.
winner of the CBT playoffs and thus crowned the best team of closed beta test.